Hi guys, so today is October 15th and I'm here at this park called Terminal 107 Park. And I'm here with my friend Brian, who is better known as Canndalf the High. Here, you guys gotta meet this guy. So hi Canndalf.
Hi.
Nice to meet you finally.
Nice to meet you.
Normally I ask people why they came out on the walk with me. Normally that's the first question, but I have a better first question. When did you decide to become Canndalf, and how did that come about?
I guess first there was the beard, then there was the cane. It actually holds a 17-inch church warden, which is the next thing, the pipe.
Wow.
I wanted to cosplay. The place I wanted to cosplay for, you had to totally create your wardrobe. So after I had this lady in Wales made this, I didn't have much I could do with it, and all of a sudden it hit me, well, hell, if you can be a wizard, be a wizard. So I found Dudism. It was a religion willing to let me practice as a reverend wizard and give the wizard something to do.
Hell yeah.
I can do weddings.
Right on. You can do wedding. You can officiate weddings.
That's my bucket list thing. I want to marry somebody.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, if I ever find the right one, who knows?
For me, because I'm also used to be Santa Claus and I'm Tiger Weeds.
Oh.
Actually, I have multiple what they used to call multiple personalities. It's Dissociative Identity Disorder.
Okay.
That cured by marijuana.
Right on.
Because I quit having the blackouts and stuff when I finally got enough medical marijuana on board to still the hurricane that was in my head.
Okay. That's freaking awesome.
I could be the human being I always wanted to be.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm just kind of a big, gentle teddy bear that comes up with odd, funny shit, you know, and I'm an incredible, sarcastic smartass.
Right on, right on. And, well, guys, it's time to get this walk started, so come along. So how long have you been Canndalf?
Just over a year.
Okay, right on.
As I said, it's a slow process getting there, you know.
Wow, look at this view, guys. What made you decide to come out and take me on my 1 mile challenge?
Well, everybody's been on me to get exercise, and
Okay.
It's been a while since I've been in a park, and I love parks, and also my service animal over there does too.
And that is
that's Amoré. Oh, it's been a long time since we've been in a park. We got a yard, but I've had two spinal surgeries. One of them put me in a nursing home for a while. I couldn't even make a fist, and the other one, well, about 4 hours. I was out of the hospital about 4 hours after surgery because they cut through 7 of my cervical vertebrae. And when I told them that about 2 hours after I woke up that I wanted to take away the opiates, and they tried to take away my medical marijuana and force me on the opiates. So I called my friend Wallace, and he come and bought his truck, and I got into the wheelchair, and away we went.
Are your feet okay?
Yeah, it's more my wind.
Okay. And if you'd like me to, I can run back and grab the chair.
Okay.
Yeah? Alright, hold on 1 second. I'll go get the chair. And here comes Stich to the rescue. So we have Wallace pushing Brian. Thank you, Wallace. Thank you.
Don't get too many opportunities like this anymore due to her profession. She stays near me and I'm eating her this stuff off. That's why I took you up on the challenge.
Oh, it's basically so you can get her out, because you haven't
I'll get both of us out. I was supposed to get exercise. She needed it too.
Right on.
Okay, I got to sit down and give her a second.
Yep, no worries.
Got about 5 minutes of walking in me, and then incrementally less as I go along.
Yeah, no worries. And yeah, it's all about getting up and getting out. That's why I challenge people to come walk a mile with me. Because it doesn't matter if you can't do a mile, that's fine. You can't do a full mile. If you can only do half a mile or even a quarter mile, it's all about getting up and getting out. That is why I challenge you to come on out here and come join me, because there's magic everywhere. And
doing the mile just a little bit at a time.
Yeah, exactly. And this looks like a pretty good spot to sit and smoke. Look at this view, guys. And right there is downtown Seattle. So, right before I go ahead and pack up this bowl, Canndalf, I wanted to ask you, what ailments do you use cannabis for?
The Dissociative Identity Disorder, PTSD. I have had two spinal surgeries. I have other spinal problems. I have pain all the time. So
okay, so chronic pain.
Yeah. The doctors addicted me to opiates twice. I'm not letting them do it again. I walked out of a hospital just a couple hours after a major surgery, just because they tried to take away my medical marijuana. You know.
Yeah.
It freaked him out that somebody that just did spinal surgery on, imagine getting himself in a wheelchair. I mean, he pushed me the rest of the way out, but I did my own transitioning, which I think he said later was kind of amazing to him.
Wow.
Because I remembered it that he helped me and he straightened me out and said, no, you did it yourself. The first surgery, they took the top vertebrae out through my throat.
Wow.
And then I have progressive cervical myelopathy, and anyway, to stop that, they tried that, and what they didn't know is I had another thing where my spinal cord was too big for the inside of my spinal column. Oh, damn. And so when it swelled up from the first surgery, I got spinal cord trauma, and it made it to where everything just started shutting in. My movements and my appendages just started shutting down on me. And when other people are wiping your ass and stuff, you don't know if that's temporary. That could be, permanent. You can be like this for the rest of your life. And who's going to be handing me a joint every 5 minutes? Fuck, nobody. Nobody's going to pay for it for me either.
Right.
So I mean, it's a big problem, And they put me in a nursing home for a couple of weeks where I was able to smoke all the marijuana I wanted to in the courtyard. It was the second one that really bothered me, when they tried to take away my medical marijuana. They expected me to be in a nursing home longer than I was after the first surgery because of that problem, but they had this magical medicine. It was called pissing me off.
That anger is a great motivator. It's one of the things that motivated me to get off of cigarettes.
And the cannabis, I felt better at home than I would have if I stayed in that hospital. It was a plus,
Name me your top 3 favorite cannabis strains and why.
Probably skunk, Afghan, and Northern Lights. I'll throw a high, just kind of more of a social weed in there, just because sometimes you do want to party, and you do want that weed that makes you get silly and say shit, But indica for most of my problems, I've got a rock star tolerance. Full fridge of medibles, I can empty that and ask for more and not get that high.
Wow.
So I mean, it's just the way it is. That's the life of a patient, They think we're just trying to get high recreational. Hell no.
Right. Well, on that note, it's time for me to spark on up. And as always, guys, it's your hit. Don't make me smoke all this weed by myself. Find me, follow me, see where I am. I challenge you to come out and walk 1 mile with me, and I'll show you all this magic. And you'll get to meet some awesome people like Stich and Canndalf. And we got Wallace too. Thank you, man. Thank you so much for bringing him out.
So you did it. You got me some exercise.
Right on, right on.
Thanks for watching.
We did a mile.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you so much for coming out.
And thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for responding when I asked about taking on my challenge. So glad. And all right, guys, keep watching. I'll keep showing you the magic. This is every single day. I meet the coolest people with the most amazing stories. All I can say is just keep following, keep watching, and take me on my challenge. Hit me up on Facebook and tell me that you want to take on my Come Walk a Mile with Me challenge. All right, guys.
I had fun doing it.
Right on. Yeah, it was a pretty cool walk.
Oh yeah.
I'd never been to this park before, and it's really beautiful.
I live in the area and haven't been to this park before.
You're about the third person to say that to me on these journeys. Third person has been like, man, I live in a town, but I didn't even know this existed. Well, it's time for me to make my way back to my home base. All right, much love, much peace.
Peace.